Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Meta HSC for another week of Rocket League action into the very pointy end of the season now as we enter the final 3 weeks. My name is Chris. I'm being joined by Gex yet again. And well, yet again, we start off with Overnewton Anglican Community College taking on Yarra Valley Grammar. This time, it isn't the cracked eggs from last week. It is going to be the Spuds.
And isn't it nice to have something consistently weekly here for everybody? Speaking of consistent, we're in week 8 now, and now we start to see the consistent top players really appear here, and that's why we're going to start seeing a lot of the same team names come up. We've seen YVG and OACC come up a lot previously, and now we're going to see a lot more of them as we keep moving forward.
Yeah, as well, we thought it was starting, but well, looks like we've got another remake on our hands, so that's a little bit unfortunate. So
Yeah, a little bit interesting there. Said start, and they took that as leave.
yeah,
So another matchmaking coming up now, but I think there's a lot of good stuff coming up this week as well. Talking about those consistent teams, we've got a lot of names out tonight. Hopefully they're all here for their matches. Once you get to this stage, they do become more consistent, and they're going to show up because these are the guys now who want to really make a name for themselves. And first up, we do have OACC versus YVG. And OACC has more to prove here. They are down one game. YVG are undefeated right now.
indeed, and they have no defeats to their name here. As we just wait for everyone to rejoin the server, it is back up, and hopefully we can get this game back, or we can start it for possible. I think this is the 4th or 5th time we've had to remake, so yeah, I think everyone's in now, so we should hopefully get a start.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, these are the teams that we have seen a lot, so these guys know what's up. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. Looks like we're sending people in now, though, and there we go. All 3 players on both sides in here. Arena sporting that Season 1 GC tag, but so's WEL, showing off that Season 14 GC. So definitely looking at some high skill ranking players here.
Indeed, this should be a pretty good game as well. Both these teams are fairly high up on the rankings at the moment. If I remember correctly, Overnewton. I can't remember which team is currently on top, but one team is, as you said, undefeated, and the other team is only 6-1. So both teams well in the playoff race here at the moment. As Marquee AU has just set it up in front of the box here, but there's no teammates to work with. He is going to center it up, gets it to Sol, but WL just gets that little touch to it before he goes boom. Now Arena, he did a lot of good stuff last week, but he's not going to be able to get a impressive goal this time around, as WL once again just tries to carry it out. Marky able to just block off the ball, however. Nearly follows it up as well with a quick counter, but is unable to do too much here. They are getting a fair few demos here, OACC, but they just can't really seem to find the shot on target at the moment as we get past the opening minute.
Well, they've needed to have those demos as well because they've struggled to get control, but the moment they do, Arena sends a banger in just under the crossbar. A little bit of a touch from the defender, but WL is not going to be able to do anything with that one.
Yeah, it was a good shot there from Arena. WL just, if it was maybe 3 pixels over, probably just gets a save, but his placement just unfortunately means he's caught in a catch-22, and yeah, that'll be the opening goal for the Overnewton boys here as they make it quickly a second. Marquee AU, beautiful play off the backboard there.
Yeah, what a great read. Comes right in off of that sideboard and just perfect placement. Slightly top left of that goal as well. And this is what we expect to see out of the first and second place teams here, but it's actually the second place team on top right now. Yarra Valley is struggling as they do try and chase this down.
Yeah, Yarra Valley, the team currently 7-0 at the moment here, so a win would all but lock their spot in to the playoffs today as Brando goes up, but Aki actually whiffs it, so the play still goes, but Sol will eventually touch it. Lepine trying his best just to keep the ball in play, gets it to WL. It's an open attempt, but Arena clears it out. Lepine just once again just trying his best to keep the ball on song here, but it's going to be a quick play coming out for OACC, Sol gets a shot off, but WL gets to clear out Lapine there. Quick counter-attack, he's unable to convert. Brando as well, nearly gets it in, but 2 attempts so close, but yet so far. That could have been 2-1, in fact it says 2-0.
Yeah, now OACC looking quite good as we come down to the halfway point in this series. They've just had so much control over this. We did see control very good out of Yarra Valley early on, but it's not going to happen as another shot taken. A good block there, but you have to say rotations are fantastic on both sides right now.
Yeah, some good quality Rocket League we're seeing at the moment as we're past the halfway mark of this first game. And well, Yarra Valley, they are slowly warming into it here, and that is a well-placed shot. Speaking of warming up, WL just says thank you very much and gets a goal in between the 2 defenders.
Yes, sent home extremely well. It's a tough little read there, gets the dunk on 1, and was 1 left in goal, but I'm sure he didn't expect that narrow gap to be hit, particularly off of a read, so a really, really well-placed shot there by WL.
Perfect rebound and leads to a nice little goal there as he may look for a second here. Arena though does block him off, but WL still has the play. He gets it across to Brando. Lapine's just a bit too far away, and Arena's actually going to take the opportunity to send the ball to the opposition backboard here. It wasn't on target, so no goal to regain the 2-goal lead, but they'll be more than happy to stay on the attack here at OACC as Arena now goes up. He knows what he can do with his mechanics, but Lapine wasn't targeted by the defense or by the attack and was able to just clear out that ball here. Nice steal away from WL. Gets the pressure relieved for a moment, but once again Arena seems to be everywhere at the moment. Just continually forcing the ball into the attacking third and nearly getting an unbelievably tight goal as well.
There's WL with another bump there as well. He's been incredibly useful even when he's not earning points on that leaderboard. He is still top on that leaderboard as well. But that previous save was only doable because he got that bump there. I mean, well, I shouldn't say doable. It would have been a lot harder, put it that way. But WL just getting a lot of input on this game at the moment as that goes away to the side. Arena going to put that back in front again. WL, once again, name keeps coming up, but Markey gets a shot on as Lapine reads it off that backboard.
Yeah, easy pick up there for Lapine. It was fairly slow, and the ball returns back into the corner with 50 seconds remaining. Sol will take it out, but Brando comes in from underneath. That is a well-timed steal, and that is a well-timed goal there to get the equaliser up for Yarra Valley. They weren't expecting that one over Newton, and well, they've been punished for it.
Yeah, great little take upfield. Sol, that little backflip, tried to find a back pass, but nobody available. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there, a misread on the rotation. The rotations aren't bad, but you have to know where your players are before you attempt something that risky without looking, and unfortunately backfired for them just there. And now they're going to have to fight this because with almost no time left on this clock, we have an even game now. A shot onto the backboard, just barely left of that post.
Yeah, hits the post, but not the net. Unfortunate for Arena there, as Mark AU looks at the 1-2, but Brando interrupts. We're into the final few moments of regulation here. We might just see overtime on this. Arena gets it on target, just comes in unmarked through the gaps to get that goal. And Overnewton back into the lead here with 13 seconds remaining. But can their defenses hold up? That is the main question here as we head back to the kickoff. Let's see what occurs here as let loose for possibly the last time. Brando, nice touch, gets it to Lapine, but Arena steals it away with that fade to skin on the car. WL trying to just play Barassa, but might not be able to work out here. Final second, Sol, nice save into the corner, but Lapine's going to go up here. WL might be in a position to keep it up as well. He does so, but he's out of boost. Markey trying to tap down. Lapine, though, keeps it high. Can he dribble it into the wall? Yes, he can. Picks up full boost. Gets it to Brando as well. He looks to put onto the walls on Arena. Can he drop it down? No, he can't. Brando with the pass to WL, but he can't find the second touch off the backboard. And that'll be Overnewton surviving to pick up game 1.
Yeah, then that's a great pickup by Overnewton as well. It was well fought back by Yarra Valley, but that early start just barely taking them across that line. They evened up for a minute and were able to take one back, and that's all they needed to take this game out.
One goal that they needed, they got in with 13 seconds remaining, and well, it was a pretty close game in that second half. Yarra Valley, slow start might have cost them a fair bit here, but They are starting to warm up here into the series, so second game, we might see them lift and possibly bring us to a game for either side, but we'll have to find out over the next 5 minutes as the teams rejoin their sides, and well, the second game of the series is about to get on the way.
I have to say, I think that the difference between these two teams here, while YVG are actually on top of the tournament right now, they are really relying on WL there. Don't get me wrong, the other players there are not bad players at all, but the quality of each and every player and the amount of input they've had on the game from OACC is across the board really fantastic, whereas WL has had to take a lot of the brunt of that. So I think that that's where it's going to live and die, is with WL's input on this game. He may be able to bring it out for them, but I don't know if he's got an extreme amount of skill above anybody on OACC either.
I mean, he's getting a fair few good touches here. Brando was also lifting those final few minutes. Lepine, I think he's more a third man player, to be honest, so I feel like he's just going to be sweeping up and getting that ball into the center for the next bit, although he is going to go for a play for himself, easily picked up by Sol, however. But yeah, WL does seem to be the lifeline of this team, and well, you never know. Brando lifts like he's trying to do here. He gets a nice shot off. He does force a double commit, and that will lead to a save here for OACC. As I was saying, if he does lift, that will alleviate some of the pressure off WL. Might just open it up for YVG, but at the moment here, well, WL definitely trying his best to get the ball out of defensive arena. Just couldn't find that final touch here, and look who picks it up once again. Gets a demo as well, but he eventually runs out of time with the ball. But Brando comes in with the follow through on that double commit. That will cost him severely. Sol, an open net, an easy touch, and a goal to OACC yet again.
And a brutal way to lose that one as well. Just that tiny bit of miscommunication. They really are keen to get some more goals on the board and push their own confidence up here as well. So they're pushing hard for goals. It was 0-0 then, so they probably didn't need to, sure. But when you look at the series, they've had to scramble for their goals so far, and now they really, really want something solid. There's going to be another one just over Lepine into the back of net, and Arena's going to take another one there.
Yeah, Arena just trying to casing his freestyle skills, or that wasn't really freestyle, but some pretty good skills yet again there, just to get that long ranger pretty much into an unplayable position. Snug up against the sidewall when it explodes into the net. It's once again, just good placement from OACC, who are really lifting at the moment. Their opponents, they're trying to keep up, but they just can't do it at the moment. Lepine is able to get the save off there, but look, he picks it up once again. Will we see some freestyling skills this time around from Arena? He keeps control enough to put on the backboard. We'll set it up for Marky. Nearly threads it through. Sol just unable to get there in time. WL, once again, with the crucial touch to get it out of danger.
Yeah, a little bit of excitement on field for a second there. Good defense coming out there from the YVG boys, and avoiding a third goal on them there for a moment. But they need to strike back if they want to be in this, and they need it immediately as we hit half time here. They're going to want it fast as it goes well far of their own ball control. Arena with no boost in a bit of a bad position there. And Sol will actually bump him into being able to save that one. Arena under it again, still 0 boost. It's a bad spot for them. Really big boost control off of YVG Spuds, and they're doing a great job controlling the pressure here. WL takes a shot, but it's not there before Marky can get in front of it. It's still attack on though. Off of that backboard, out of the corner, will get that out. WL uses the flip there that he received off of that. Great little mechanic to use to be able to continue this attack, but it's going to go wide. That's going to be a shot from Arena collected on the ground, and what a way to take a third goal for OACC.
Yeah, I mean, that was just the perfect counter-attack there for Overnewton. I mean, Yarra Valley were really trying to keep that attack going. Lepine just trying the block. It nearly works, but you just see Marky come through Arena at the final touch, and yeah, at the moment, Overnewton, the team that is currently 6-1 in the standings, well, they're looking like they're going to be going 7-1 here, and forcing their undefeated opponents to take that first L for the regional group stage, which unfortunate for them, but yeah, Yarra Valley Spuds have absolutely been the team on fire at the moment, as They look to try and rally one last charge here at Yarra Valley as OACC just continues to pressurize. Arena picks up the ball. Can he carry it out? WL, nice little bump, but Arena actually lands on his tyres, so that could turn into an attacking play here for the OACC boys as the ball goes in front. Nearly could have cost him there. Brando didn't get the touch, but WL was underneath. He is able to get the save, but look, he's still in the attack. OACC, Markey gets the ball. So if he left that to Arena, probably would have been the final nail in the coffin, but he just carries it into the corner. So still a few chances left here for Yarra Valley.
But they're disappearing quickly as that clock ticks down. Less than a minute left for 3 goals now. Every second that passes, they lose the chance that they need to take this out, and it's getting tougher and tougher. Big booms downfield like that aren't going to get them this play. They need to keep this ball close to the chest. There's a good touchdown. Lapine might be able to read this. It's going to go back to their own backboard, though. Now, a good touch out as 27 seconds left. WL is going to go up forward and try and get some boost out there, and this is a problem for them consistently as OACC keeps taking that boost. They've controlled the field so well to be able to take this 3-0 lead. They've been able to turn around attacks. They've been able to make attacks out of nothing, and every single time they've been at least threatening, if not successful, outright. And now looking good for them. It's been an insanely good match out of OACC. It looks at 0 seconds like it's going to be completely impossible to get 3. Shouldn't even say looks, absolutely is impossible. Nearly take one home again at the end, and OACC Anchors are the victors.
Yep, they win for the second time in as many weeks on stream here. A 2-0 victory over YVG Spuds, who now lose their undefeated streak here, so they go 7-1. OACC will join them at the top with 7-1 as well here. And just looking at the other teams, there's another team here, Frankston, who are also 6-1. So there is a hypothetical that we might have 3 teams 7-1 heading into week 9, which would be pretty darn spicy. But yeah, for now we do have a MVP to decide on, and well, I think we're unanimous in this one this week, Gex, for Victoria and the Tasmanian region. Arena, I mean, he was the man who seemed to be setting up most of the goals, and well, definitely a deserved MVP for mine.
Yeah, or at least shutting him down. I mean, he had so many shots straight in, 4 goals, and I believe 1 assist out of the 2 matches there. And you know, it is a little bit harder to pick. If YVG had taken out the win, it would have been WL for sure. However, OACC Anchors played so well as a team. I mean, across the board, they were flawless, particularly in their rotation and defense. They really, really were on top of that game. So a beautiful, beautiful game out of them.
Indeed, and well, with that, maybe a statement as well to see him in the regional finals, and you never know, maybe might even make it all the way to nationals. But for now, we know what we're doing. We're heading to a break here. We'll be back at 6 p.m. for our second game of the night, which will be from the SANT region, and that game will be Glenunga taking on Nazareth. So see you then at 6 p.m.